Nothing has impacted my life greater than my time at Brentwood Academy. It was the people, the teachers, the coaches, and then my experience of where I really got to know the Bible and most importantly, Jesus. And if we could get a quarter or half to be able to deliver that to our girls was very, very important to me.
I remember saying, I want what you had for our girls.
Brentwood Academy has absolutely followed through on that desire.
It was the Christian aspect that God was in the forefront of everything. And we just saw the pouring out and the love. And even from just walking in the first day, we could just feel the atmosphere.
We knew we needed something small and nurturing. They just took our little 6th grade girl and made her feel comfortable and helped her find her wings.
We don't bring in a person, we bring in a family.
The reason why I'm here is because of the mission. I wouldn't be here if I couldn't talk about the gospel, if I couldn't talk about Jesus every day, if I couldn't talk about how he's working in my life. At heart, maybe I'm kind of a pastor as well a little bit, and I get to do that here. I'm encouraged to do that here.
There's diversity of thought here, diversity of people here, and God designs it that way for a purpose.
I get to talk about words. I get to talk about rhetoric. I get to talk about the power of speaking truth to power. And that's how this whole world began, was God speaking.
Biblical integration is where we need to be with education, to know the scriptures intimately, study the culture diligently, that means know your craft, but then also apply truth practically and theologically.
If I'm doing my job, I think I'm teaching students about the world while I'm modeling Christ every day.
When do you get to implement scripture into a content area? What better way to do that than a science classroom?
In our spiritual life classes, in Bible classes, we obviously are learning about the spiritual life, but it's not confined to those classes.
I'm in a classroom where I can talk about the heavens and the earth, and I also get to talk about the God behind all of it.
To know Christ, to love Christ, the mind will come alive. So we want to show that, hey, when you believe in the Lord, when you see the Lord, you're going to be able to understand things better in the classroom. But also, too, even if you don't, hopefully things you see in the classroom will help you feel your way towards the Lord.
I'm very lucky that I have the opportunity to spend a lot of time, one-on-one time or small group time with students, not only in the classroom, but in rehearsals. We're here many hours working on shows.
Teachers are super personable with students, and I just loved the Christ-like environment.
My name is known by the faculty, even ones that I haven't had as a teacher. They'll come and ask me how I'm doing. Even walking through the halls, everyone asks, how are you? Makes me feel like I belong in the school, and it makes me feel more eager to come to school every day.
One of the great things about being a teacher and a coach at Brentwood Academy is that a lot of the students that I interact with in the classroom, I get to see out on the playing fields and the track as well. I get to see that whole person and not just Sally in English class.
The teachers, they get to know you, and since our dens are circular, we get to spend a lot of time with each other.
In the classroom, we've got to develop a relationship with the kids. And the kids have got to learn to trust us.
We're developing that relationship where they can come to us and speak their minds, where they can come to us and ask questions.
I actually looked into BA's robotics program because I was interested in engineering and building. So once I came to BA, I decided to join the program.
You do everything. You learn how to build, you learn how to do interviews, you learn how to, all these skills. We had a dresser kit came to the house that you had to put together. By the time I came home, she'd already had it built. And I'm like, what are you doing? She goes, Dad, I do robotics. This is nothing. So now she does all my handy work for me.
That program is the best program, I think, that any of our children have done.
Our academic program at BA has some very strong traditions. Hands-on work in the sciences, using sources and developing arguments in history, a progression of development in our math and in our languages, just increasingly immersive experiences. We layer appropriate use of educational technology, trying to give our students skills that they're going to need as they work in a technology-rich college setting.
I took history with Miss Stewart, and she does an oral quiz where she just stands and asks you questions about the assignment, and these questions are detailed. And I'd never been challenged by a teacher to where you have to do everything in complete detail and depth. And it really did teach me to appreciate the challenging aspects of classes, because that is where I learned the most.
Developing resiliency in students is, first of all, letting them know that there's an anchor to their soul. The anchor to their soul is the hope that Christ gives us. So challenging them to be a critical thinker. Do your homework, study, find out the truth. Let's dialogue about it. Our job as educators, and my belief is that we help them to be informed citizens.
I've definitely learned a lot of academic things, but besides that, I think I've learned a lot of life lessons. Like, I've developed a good work ethic. I learned how to have a good attitude through tough times. I learned how to build relationships with people and have good communication.
I've learned that I am capable of accomplishing a lot of things. There have been so many subjects that have been challenging for me, and just being able to work hard and put in time and effort and to see that pay off.
It's so important not to take away a student's desire to learn and to grow, making sure that they understand that I am for them no matter what. I am a cheerleader for them.
Encouragement is, I think, one of the most important things, really, that there is. I just think it's so important to have a culture and a community that surrounds one another.
The college counselors here are such a blessing. You have someone that's qualified and understands everything you need.
The college process is a long process in the sense that it's important that students and parents are educated. We want to get to know each student and parent individually, because no two students are the same.
I hope to get into a college of my choice, and I hope to be able to perform in that college with ease. But I also hope to be successful in life, and I think that BA has taught me a lot of great things and it's built up a good, strong Christian faith that I can take to college.
As a swim coach, I've tried to teach my swimmers that they are honoring God with their gifts and talents, that their competition in sports, their performance in sport is really a way to honor Him with what He's given them. Everything else around their culture is telling them something different. So we're presenting a message that really is countercultural, that they are special because God created them.
I think on one hand, Brentwood Academy taught me to be very purposeful in what I do, to know why I'm doing it, the faith that drives me, but also that I want to be doing things that serve others.
At BA, I had a lot of teachers who were willing to sort of sit down with me and just talk about what I was interested in and what I was passionate about for hours until we figured it out.
The classes and teachers at BA really challenged you spiritually, which I think helped me a lot in preparing me to come here. They didn't teach you to have blind faith or believe just because they did. They taught you that faith is something important that every single person needs to consider daily and needs to wrestle with.
One word that would describe my experience at BA would be wow. I just recall just different memories I had with different people. When you get to college, you miss that community. That's the one thing that I will always yearn for, was just that BA community. Our greatest hope is for students to see the Lord's face more clearly. We want God to be in everything that they do, whether it's arts, athletics, academics, whatever the kids go through life. We want them to seek the Lord's face. It's not always easy, but we want them to know it's so worth it.
I feel like our greatest hope as a faculty is that our students leave the doors of this building with an understanding of who they are in God's eyes, with a little bit of happy place that they can take out into the world.
My greatest hope and expectation is to bring the love and care that this school has given to me and bring it into external environments, and continue to take the lessons I've learned about challenging myself and take that with me through college.
I think being Christ-centered has helped me engage people here in DC, since it's a confluence of different ideas, opinions, backgrounds, beliefs. BA has helped me recognize human decency and dignity in other people, and thus engage with them better on their ideas and my ideas.
I hope what our students take away from their experiences here are being fully and thoroughly prepared for their work at the university level study, but also taking with them a relationship with Christ and an understanding that all that learning and knowledge is for the purpose of serving others and for doing the work of building up and glorifying God's kingdom wherever they go.
10 years down the road, that some of the skills they learned at Brentwood Academy in whatever field they're in, they feel as if they are well prepared and equipped to take it on.
We believe that the number one thing that we're here to do is to take care of, set up, and then deliver our children to be successful adults. The return on your investment is something that is immeasurable.
I think choosing to send our girls to Brentwood Academy has been one of the most important and impactful things we have done as a family.
She's known, she's safe, she's encouraged, she's held accountable, and then the fact that she's prayed over. I mean, it's hard to beat that.
I say, yeah, you know, do what's right for your family. I said, but I'm telling you, you know, to me, BA hands down. It was a very simple choice.
I love this place, and I want my child to go here. This place is amazing.
Either you're going to invest now or invest later, whether it be good or bad. So I just felt like my assignment as a parent, you know, God gave him to me. So why not go all the way for him? I would rather invest this right now to give him that opportunity to be successful. I can go to work with a clear mind, knowing that he's okay.